finna fake with you. Don't think enough for you, break hate with you. Smoke ball on my face, bitch, place with you. If it ain't about bread, I have to wait with you. Bills don't care where the money from. The only outcome, me and come. Pick a block to the north, every sin, every crumb. Get it how you live, where I'm from, by the way this.
What up, clouds, moons, and superstars?
It is your boy Slim.
Hey man, this your baby mama favorite stoner. I am Kuntry.
And welcome to another episode of
Coasters
and Ashtrays.
Hey nigga. How you living, man?
I'm hot, but I'm blessed out here in these streets. How you feeling?
How's you hot?
I said hot.
Oh. That word too. Say, hey man, I'm dark and lovely in these motherfucking streets, yeah. You know what? I hate burning daylight.
Results happen over time, not overnight.
Hey yeah, say yeah, mind being kind.
Rewind.
Run it back.
Results happen over time, not overnight.
I'm trying to make it into heaven. No Reverend, episode 237. Coach Trey, man, y'all see what we got going on, man. We got special guests in the building, you dig me? Coming live from AUG, Augusta, y'all. That's in Georgia. We have a truck driver, part-time truck driver, full-time hustler, baby. Hey, give it up for the one and only Maurell Johnson.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy to be here with y'all good fellas. Man. I mean, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I look good on a regular basis.
Quite debonair.
Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good time, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
Let's see, man. I am 34 years young. I've been through a lot, and I hope to let y'all know about that during this episode.
Hey, boy, you Ray Allen?
You ain't know? Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell them I gotta be. You see the suit? I gotta be proper. I gotta tell the people what is going on.
I ain't know he was Greek freak. I ain't know that.
What?
I ain't know Antetokounmpo.
Man, what?
I ain't, boy.
Man, listen, a whole championship ring, man.
Yeah,
So
you feel?
you ain't know what's going
On
on.
the LA side.
Dang, before you got the swole neck.
No, I ain't got no neck, but it's a cool. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Just head and shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Been thinking on my feet all my life.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Oh Lord. But yeah, man, I'm about to tell y'all a couple things I've been through in the last couple years. I hope that y'all enjoy the story. I hope that it motivates someone to do better and always praise his name.
Most definitely.
So I hope y'all enjoy it.
You know, it's a great thing to, you know, get with you and link up with you again because
Oh yeah, man.
take it all the way back to South Carolina, back when I first met you.
For those who don't know, Slim is the reason why we having this intervention, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So, now go ahead.
Not the intervention.
He's so horrible storyteller.
He swam horrible. I'm gonna take it back to where it initially started.
2009.
Exactly. Go back to 2009 when music was good and on time.
What?
Now.
When Gucci Man was making the trap A.
I'm telling you. And Gucci.
Oh man.
What J Money with first name, last name?
Don't it be with J Money serving everybody?
Not no more.
Well, Lord. But yeah, man, we did a.
We got a mutual party that, you know, we based on who we know.
Shout out to my boy Jordan.
All right, so we take it back. I initially met you back in GF. It get to a point where this all started back to a story I told Country, but briefly, it go back to a pair of Clippers.
Yeah.
So
as I can see, the lineup is still fresh to this day.
So you go back to college. You had people that were licensed barbers in school making money. You had people that weren't licensed but could really cut hair like real fast.
Facts.
All right, so in that case, something happened to a point where you knocked on my door and you were like, "Hey, Slim, can I borrow your Clippers?"
So did.
But then, you know, everybody in that little situation, we playing games. So I was like, "Yeah, bet you can hold them and bring them back whenever you're done." I didn't know you from a can of paint. I just took your word.
Because the energy was right.
Right, but everybody else, they ran out with my DVDs, so I like, what's up?
Shit, nigga, we had niggas selling drawers. Like, bro, come on,
it's crazy.
man. Drawers out the damn dryer in the laundry room. Come on, man. Like, I know we all hurt, we all poor, we all college kids, but nigga, drawers?
Draws and socks and
And got mad because the nigga asked for his drawers back. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But no,
that's what you
down there in Denmark, bo. So, but no, man. You know? But I'm happy that, you know, we did have that encounter. I'm happy that our relationship has progressed to where we at now. And I thank y'all for letting me on this platform to share my story.
Thanks to you, when a big dude from Philly that looked like Mike Vick messed up my hairline and my dog on hair and took me back, way back.
I got
Took it way back. I said, give me 2 weeks and I'll come see you.
What I did?
Boy, lined me up and got me right, boy.
The boy had that boy shit doing the hoop
you.
on the side, and then did the loop up here. That's crazy.
Like he took a hot spin
that was wild.
my head.
Yeah, I'm saying. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you this now because nigga, we older. If you would have fucking lifted up your raggedy ass neck, you wouldn't have did that shit. That nigga used to walk like this, bro. Did you remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yo, the fuck? Well, we know you from New York. We see the Timbs, bro.
No,
you know,
Philly.
I was Philly. Bro, lift up your neck. Lift up your neck. You be all right. You know what I'm saying?
It's dope though.
Yeah.
And then us being from Georgia made it even better. To relate.
Not only that, man, you know, my boy then and now still whooping my ass on that basketball court. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate, you know, for all the hard lessons I had to learn late night on that blacktop.
Sure, you can still hoop though. It's been a minute for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a few years since I hopped on.
Look, man, listen, I get up off this chair, y'all gonna have to ducking down the way the shots these knees coming off of.
Boy, snap, crackle, no pop.
What? You hear that shit? The mic don't catch it. I just did it. You feel me?
Flex a knee and
oh Lord.
popping like
Y'all heard that?
That was my knee. But man,
Shot.
you know?
Oh man, you ain't the right kids in the ball.
Duck down.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
Oh yeah, I'm a good knee.
But no, man, I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for always being a genuine person.
All right, so
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me a little bit about life at the Denmark.
Ooh, Lord. I don't even want to give you that. That's
ain't
all
gotta go
dope.
back to that.
I give
fast forward
you
time
from
now.
2022 to
That's right.
2025.
All right, let's go.
Let's see here. I started off, you know, driving trucks. I've been doing that for a while, and then I progressed and got my hazmat and tankers. So I worked with this company called Howard Shepherd for a while.
Okay.
And I swear to you, you know, shout out to Tracy Giddens. I want to let you know that, man, I wish I was older when you hired me because I still have that job to this day. But, you know, being young and dumb, I did some immature things, but I ended up getting hurt on that job. And I got burned in the face with 97% sulfuric acid. So I remember people asking me, you know, how did I feel? I said, crispy. So cook my ass, you know? So after that, you know, I kind of shied away from the hazardous side of truck driving, and then I got into the dry van.
That'll do it.
There, you know, I started working around pets. I felt their pain. People just be abusing you for no reason. You can't do shit about it. So, I did that, and I worked for PetSmart for 2.5 years, and I recently stopped working the week after the storm, October, and I've been unemployed until next week. So about 5 to 6 months, I have been going strong, have not lost anything, still have 2 cars. Nice cars like that, because, you know, somebody said they got 2 cars and shit, clunk in the backyard. You know,
Sitting on bricks.
we ain't know.
Selling rims for extra.
And hyping itself up. No, I still have that. I had my place. I just recently moved out of my spot into the home that I stay in now with my current girlfriend that I'm happy with. But
What time for happy, y'all?
woo,
'Cause I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Like a room without
'Cause I'm happy.
I got the rest of the song, so we just gonna go to.
So once I didn't renew my lease and moved to Atlanta for better opportunity, and the company that just now hired me is flying me out to Denver, Colorado this Tuesday at 1:40 p.m.
Congratulations.
Man, thank you, man. Boy, listen, it's been rough, you know, but I made it through. I made it through.
It's the difference between accepting something and looking for something that's right. when it comes to that type of opportunity.
Yeah, and and let me tell you this: everything works in God's plan, and it's always on time. So when I needed to move, when I needed to make any action, I know that it was His feet guiding me. You know, so
you didn't just accept anything that came about.
Oh no! I turned down.
You waited to the point where you saw something that was actually meaningful and something that you wanted to do.
I'd give you one better. So I was offered a supervisor position in my hometown at my mother's job. So I would have had about 26 employees. You know what I'm saying? Finally been over things, and I didn't take the job because of love, but I turned that down, and then I went up here the very next week is when I got this job.
That's perfect.
The very next week. So a couple companies have called me and reached out, but I just knew that this was the way I needed to go, and I'm very excited to start. So I'm happy to do this before I actually get on the road and be stuck in that truck, you know what I'm saying, trying to make a buck.
And that's why I tell people, you have to love what you do and enjoy it.
Oh yeah, man.
If you don't, you're gonna be miserable.
Man, let me tell you something. This is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Not only that, man, it got me fat. So I've been eating good for about 10 years now.
Eating snacks.
What?
Fat.
You ain't know?
They tell me I'm gaining weight. I'm telling them I'm getting paid.
You feel me? So, you know, I've been plenty of days, but you know, I'm very happy with how my career has sustained over the years, and I've been through a couple things in that, man. So for all the truck drivers out there, y'all, I have been through a SAP program, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that, you know, in the interview. But I've been through a couple things, man. I also have a felony on my record now. We're gonna talk about that in a few, you know. But I have a lot of things, but let me tell you this: SAP program, felony. Right now, with this upcoming job, I have never made as much money driving a truck, and it came when I had all the odds stacked against me. This is the one job that I'm making six figures as a company driver.
Blessings come in different forms.
You know, that's why you say it's always on time. So I had to.
You gotta go.
There it is.
You gotta get back to the money.
What? And right now, because boy, look, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, just surviving off what I have. I do have an income. Every fourth Wednesday, I get about $2,500 a month. So that was how I sustained over this time. But, you know, I was pulling out my 401k, you know what I'm saying? I pulled out of it in November, paid my bills up to January, pulled out the rest in the January, and I paid up my bills all the way to May. So I don't owe a car note until May. I don't owe insurance until May. I paid up the rent where I stay at currently, you know, with my love of my life. But, you know, and we are fine with that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Pin drop.
You know, drops the mic. Oh, don't mention that I came in and gave my girl what? I think it was $700 cash. Man, I remember her dad said, I said, baby, I'm gonna give you the rest. And he said, you already gave it to her, the green. So I gave her that, and then I paid her the rent, bought her some shoes, and came in with gifts, man. And it all happened at the right time. So these last couple months, I've been through a lot, and I'm gonna talk about that, you know, especially with the mother of my child coming into and leaving my life. So I will definitely address that, and that was a key point into my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through that, but I'm gonna start from, let's say, 2022. I'll give y'all a little snippet, man. You know, I'm actually able to tell my truth, and I hope that someone learns from it. So in 2022, I actually quit my job in February after the incident. You know, that happened in October of 2021. So, no, I'm sorry, February 2021. I got paid $865 tax-free for every week from my job for what kind of claim is that? Not short-term disability, not long-term disability. It was like workman's comp.
Okay.
So I got that every week, tax-free money for a year, well, till November, and we ended up selling out of court. So again, Tracy Giddens, you know, like I know, that I could have, and my lawyer wanted me to sue the company that I actually got hurt at, and for integrity, because man, I ain't gonna say no lie, to give him his props, I should have been fucking fired. You know what I'm saying? I should have been fired off that job. It was so bad. I was so bad at it. So I was so bad at it, man. I remember one time I spilled alum on somebody, aluminum sulfate, and it was so much. They got on him and me. I didn't even want to walk in the job.
That's a lot of
They had already knew that I did it. I didn't even want to walk in the job. I'm like, bro, I'm so fucking fired. Like, there's no way. He still has said, you're gonna go back to training, and I want you to do this. He gave me chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. So when I finally, you know what I'm saying, I got good at it and I got complacent. And that's why I say it's never good to be complacent with anything that you do. Never good with that, because in the incident, I was so good at the job that I was doing. Whenever you work around acid, especially at this plant, you have to have somebody with you that was employed by that company. I was training people at that job at the time for what to do, the paperwork and everything, so they wouldn't even go behind me. And it happened to me by myself. And how it happened was rushing. I turned off the internal valve first. So basically, you have a couple compartments that lets the air flow, because the fluid has been pushed out at so many pounds of pressure. So I turned off the belly of it first instead of turning off the line, turning off the back of the truck. So when I turned off the belly, I turned off the line to the company where the acid was coming into, where I was pointing into. So the air and the acid was trapped in the line. So when I go to, let me tell you about God's grace too. So when I go to take it off, it exploded. It's called an elbow. And it wouldn't come off, but I beat it off. No homo, no diddy. So I ended up knocking it off, and that shit exploded. And the funny thing about it is, I told you I was so complacent in the job. That very same day, I had just got a brand new chem suit, mask, goggles, boots. Everything was new. So this here is from my acid burn from there. So all this happened to me with a brand new chem suit on. So please, y'all, please be careful out there. Don't be complacent. Always follow the rules and take your time. I don't care what the situation is. Trust me. You think you've been through some pain? I promise you, you ain't been through nothing like the acid touching you. So, yes, Lord. So, yes, Lord. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, make it cringe. Thinking about it, Lord have mercy. So, basically, what happened with that? People think I got paid for my face. I didn't. I got paid for my leg. So it ate through my leg in like 4 different spots, because, man, when that shit hit me, man, I remember the first thing that happened. It exploded, and I turned to the right. So the acid got into the suit and rolled down. Yeah, so damn. Yes, Lord, yeah,
basically trickling.
Boy, so I remember my first thought when the acid hit me was not.
You see that on movies.
Man, I promise this is real life. I got the scars to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, man. I remember when it hit me, I said, God, not like this. Please, not like this. Yeah. So immediately I'm thinking half my face gone, because I done seen this stuff dissolve. Wood chips, all kind of everything you throw in there is gone.
Like Batman.
Like Two-Face.
What?
Yeah.
Man, I already think I'm the goddamn Predator. Let me take off these damn. You ever seen the movie Alien vs. Predator? Where he had the line of the shit? I got that right now. So, you know what I'm saying? This is real life. Oh, yeah, so I'm like, yes, man, that shit. Yeah. When you hit it with that shit right there, I got that same line right here. But I actually got paid for my leg, because it ate through my leg in 2 different spots. By the grace of God, it did heal up. It's a little dark mark, you know what I'm saying, from healing. It's like they compared it to being shot. Because it was so deep in there from the tissue. So I remember when it happened, man, I was saying, God, not like this. Man, that shit had me out there butt naked. I took that damn chem suit off. Man, this shit happened to me with full clothes, full chem suit. Man, I took off everything. I'm talking about the chem suit, my shirt, my tank top, my pants, unbuckled them, come up my drawers. Like, God, please let this stop. So I didn't panic, but I was scared. So I immediately started rinsing myself off with the water, you know what I'm saying, to try to dissolve it. So I tried to, fast forward, I tried to hide it. And at the time, my wife was alive. So we coming up with every other way for me not to let them see this, because I didn't want to lose my job. You know, I had just finished paying off.
I got good at the motherfucker.
I swear for Lord, man.
Fucked up the whole time.
And I'm finally good. I done fucked up bad.
Ain't like a relationship, bro. Be like, I've been cheating all this time.
Now I'm doing good.
Now I done got right. Done let
Lord,
my
please.
go. Now you wanna leave me? How you got a job?
I wiped my own ass.
You did.
You feel me?
I didn't even cook now.
Shit, man, I put this on everything. Fast forward to that night, man. We were trying to come up with ways so I can go into work. You know what I'm saying? Without
Could you
them.
walk?
Oh yeah, I could walk, but it was I had to wrap my leg with something so it wouldn't rub against my thighs. I was a little bit bigger at the
How
time.
hot that shit was? The only reason I'm asking, man, because I'm a maintenance man by trade. So sometimes when it comes like clogged or drains, I use the little sulfuric acid joint.
Okay.
And
Don't let it spill on you.
One time that shit popped up. When I say the shit caught me right here, you know what I mean?
So let me.
It just got real. When I say it got real hot in that one little area, so I'm kind of like, oh.
Man, listen. So think about that times 100, not 10.
Yeah.
I had direct contact
It's
with pressure, with air. You know what I'm saying? So it sprayed me like not even a little bit. Like it was still coming out of.
Screams you only hear in movies.
What? Man, a whole female. What's a scary movie? Orphan, Omen. I was one of them at that time. Cause man, listen. But I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. So, and no, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So basically, she comes up with the idea. Rest in peace, Raven. To put makeup on it. But man, we put that makeup on there. The shit was still burnt. It was just a shade of fucking makeup, and she wore good makeup. So this wasn't no cheap shit. Man, I said, baby, I gotta tell him. So I went in the next day. I said, hey man, I gotta tell you something, Kevin. And Kevin was my terminal manager at the time. I said, a little bit of acid spilt on me. So at this time, remember, it's been cooking, you know, over time for like 24 hours by this time.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, 12 hours. Because I left at like 4 or 5 in the day.
Yeah.
And I came back to work at 6 in the morning. So as soon as I walked in, I told him a little bit of acid got on me. He said, man, you sure? Trying to protect the company. Like, are you sure? It looked like you had that on you all this time. I said, nigga, I've been fucking Harvey Two-Face all my life. Bitch, I look good. The fuck is wrong with you? I know my goddamn. You feel me? Like, the fuck is wrong with you, Kevin? Damn, bro. It ain't even your money. They own the bank.
You know what I mean?
Let them cut the check, man. So,
motherfucking apology.
you feel me? I should have sued his ass too. But, trying to tell me I'm ugly on the low. You feel me?
The nerve.
You feel me? The nerve.
Oh,
that shit struck a nerve. I promise you that, dog. That's still this nigga.
Bet, yeah.
But I went. He took me to the hospital. He drove me there himself. And let me tell y'all something too about these companies, especially truck drivers. The reason that I was able to sue is because I was not allowed to take a drug screen. So whenever they tell you if you report any accidents, if you wait 12 hours in the state of Georgia, they cannot ask you for a drug screen. They cannot ask you for
So you played right by
shutting the fuck up. And I'm gonna tell y'all too, all y'all wanna be criminals, all y'all punk ass kids, all you YNs, shut the fuck up. Like it will help you save you out of so many things. That part of this, of the stories I tell you, shutting the fuck up saved me in so many ways. So the doctor came in and he examined me and he said, man, if you would have, because they wanted to have surgery at first. I said, is there any other way, any other alternative for me to avoid surgery? He said, we can try this here, but it looks pretty bad. So he immediately, with no hezzy, just started scraping the fucking skin off my neck with his fucking, I don't know if it was his hand or a scalpel, but that shit hurt. I'm like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He didn't give you no.
bruh, I'm like, bruh, my nerves is off, bruh. This here little thing right here,
He didn't numb his neck.
bruh. I swear to God, this wasn't here. This was not here, bro. That shit was so small, like it was. All right, bro. That shit was cooked. You feel me? Like fried chicken. They cooked my ass. So he did that, and then they gave me the cream. He told me to put it on there for about, I think it was a week, and I had to come back. So I had to do appointments every week, and that's how I also got paid too. And at the time, this was COVID. So they tried to play me. They tried to play me because I was getting free money. Like, and I will tell you this, but I made more money after taxes, you know what I'm saying, sitting on my ass than I ever did working. I put in every check that I got, I had a guaranteed Guaranteed minimum of $1,100 a week. So remember, if you don't work or you don't make that much, just give you $1,100. So long story short, sometimes I didn't make that, so they had to get $1,100. I had my family's insurance, my wife, with her heart surgery, all that stuff was coming out. 401k, all kinds of things. So I maybe bring home $600-700 every week after taxes, maybe. So I'm getting $865 tax free for a year. So they tried to cut the check off, right? So guess what I did? Because my lawyer called me and said, man, they just straight up fucking lied. Like, he straight up lied, tried to kick me out of the thing. Like, I said, okay, watch this. And I remember they were giving out all the unemployment.
Yeah.
I filed that day and got approved that day. I had a check for, I think it was $936 from unemployment. I think it was every week or something like that, but it broke it down for me. So when they found out about that, they heard them try to settle. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up walking out with 15 grand in my pocket, and my lawyer caught some, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this as a win because one, I was dirty. So I was smoking hella weed at that time. That's why I didn't take the drug screen. So I won. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you this too, Tracy Giddens, I want to tell you thank you, because in the conversation that we had, he told me sincerely, he said, Maurell, if you would have talked to me, if you'd have came to me, I would have protected you. I've been doing it all this time because my dad, short story, my dad worked there for 16 years before he died. He died on that job. On that job. So that's why that man hired me. He brought me in 26 years old. You have to have so many years experience to work for that company before. I had just got my hazmat. He brought me in the door, I think it was $68,000 a year. And this old man, most of the people that was out there had been there. So they had salary at like $85,000, for the guys that just run and load the trailers.
Yeah.
But I came in making 68 grand. And there's people out here that's been here years. No experience. And he gave me a chance. What?
No, but no.
And that's why I gained all that weight. Shout out to Howard Shepherd, man. Out there in Waco, Georgia, Sandusville, as someone else would say. Thank y'all. So there's no bad blood at all. You know what I'm saying? No bad blood between me and that company at all. And I highly recommend everybody try it out for themselves, because they will give you a chance. And not only that, they give you a chance after chance after chance after chance. So they'll give you a chance. After that, I moved on and I got my money. I went to Aspen, Colorado, took my trip before I went back into the workforce. And I went to Aspen on Snowmass Village. At the time, it was the West End. Now I think it's the Marriott. They changed the name now, but that's one of the richest places in the world, and a lot of celebrities. So that was my first time seeing a moose. That was have y'all ever seen a moose? Man, that fucking huge ain't the goddamn word. And let me tell you something. I'm scared of them, man, moose, because
I saw a video of an elk.
Man, the elk ain't got shit on the moose. Like, I seen an elk about to hit a car. Like, we could have took that elk down. You know what I'm saying? In that big ass van we was in. That moose, them bitches run through snow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I remember.
Built like 18 wheels.
What? Run like one too. You feel me? Just like that. So long story short, I remember being on Snowmass Village, and this before the Escalades were going up to go towards the top of the mountain to slide down, to ski down. Man, I fucked around and walked up the mountain because it wasn't moving. And I never forget, I looked up because my Timbs, let me tell y'all something too. Whoever made Timberland, stop lying to these folks, okay? This is not a winter boot. If you're on ice, them shits are worse than what?
You gotta have specific snow boots for it.
When you have to buy for your climate when you're in other places. So
they good for fashion.
There you go, make it look good.
Unless you got steel toes for
I
construction.
mean, I thought that what it was. I mean, granted, I do got a pair of work boots like that with steel toe on it, but
yeah.
But they claim they supposed to protect you.
Yeah, like all that. Man, stop lying to these folks.
No, I mean, I understand. I done been places, so I understand that. Hey, man, these boots ain't for. Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah. So long story short, I remember going up the mountain, and I bent down to tie my boot because I was trying to be cool. So I had them, like New York style, you know what I'm saying, loose, man, shit, no. I had to hurry up and do that. I look down, and I look up, and there's a fucking moose looking dead at me like I'm looking at him. So me being from Georgia, I know when to run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember looking at him, and he looked at me, and I moved to the right, and he shot the fuck off through the snow. So imagine this big ass animal running through the snow. Like the snow is getting out this way. This ain't even live.
Basically a train.
Man, I put this on everything I love. I ran back to it. It was a Starbucks right there on the thing. I remember falling in a building. It was like, yo, it's a fucking moose out here, like you know, running loose. And they looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, niggas, more than that. You be like, you didn't see a fucking bear. So I wanted to go back home where shit made sense. You know, dogs, cats, you know what I'm saying, deer, the occasional rattlesnake. You know what I'm saying? I can.
Hey, man.
You ain't about to fuck with that moose at all. So I finished my Aspen trip and I started back in the workforce. And this is before I started doing some other things that we're not going to talk about on this podcast. But I ended up doing some things like that with some people that I know that's behind the wall. So freedom, man. Freedom. I hope that y'all boys come home soon and we're going to ball just like it was, you know. And I wasn't a little time guy. I never moved for less than $38,000. So we were doing that twice a week. So in 4 months, I had touched at least $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't all my cut. I had like 10%. So, you know what I'm saying? Like every 40, I would get 10. You know what I'm saying? So every out of, you know, if we did anything over that, like my first time to Miami, man, I made $50,000.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah, so we're going to fast forward that. I did that for about 4 to 5 months. So in between that time, my wife, rest in peace, was alive and she was sick. So me doing that, I was able to pay for her heart transplant. I was able to pay rent in 2 different places. I paid the rent at our apartment. I paid my friend Jordan, who I stayed with, $800 a month. Man, I had a lot of shit going on at that time because, you know, at this time I'm smoking weed. I'm popping Percocets by the fucking 3. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't know. So I was going through a lot, you know, just emotionally because of what I was dealing with, you know, with my wife and knowing that she's about to pass on.
But something to take the pain away.
Yeah, so, you know, so that's no excuse. I really wish that I didn't do that because I'll tell you a quick little story about that too. Every time I did something, I gave my wife money. Every single week, I don't give a damn what it was. If I gave her $2,000, if I gave her $3,000, and I put it on her account while she was in the hospital. So, you know, she's buying things overseas because she was from the Bahamas. Shout out to Freeport, man. All the people that see this here from Freeport to Nassau, you know, to Bimini, to all the places over there. I love y'all country. My children are actually there, so please, if you see another guy named Maurell Johnson, show him some love. She would buy stuff overseas for her mom and send stuff to her brother and stuff like that. But when she got out of the hospital, I remember her one talk, and I'm gonna tell you about that. We had a real talk sitting on the bed, and she said, "Maurell, I have a new chance at life. I'm not gonna let anything or anyone bring it down." She said, "If you do anything else like this here, I'm gone. I'm gone. Like, that's it. I promise you I'm gone." So, and we also had to talk about where the kids would stay when or if she died. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget me and her, not just me, her and the mom, me and her, sitting on the edge of that bed. And she said, "Maurell, I know you love your kids, man. I know you love them. And I know it's going to hurt you to let them go. But please let my mommy raise them. I promise you she going to make sure they straight." And she said, "If you care about me, you'll let them go." And she knew that. Like, man, one thing about me, I'm a product of a child. I'm a product child of someone that did not care about their kids. You know, and all the fathers, you know, I ain't making no excuse because sometimes being a father's hard. There's no script to this.
Yeah.
You know, but in being a bad father don't make you a bad person. You know what I'm saying? You learn as you go.
As we do in life.
But I would never make one of my children feel like I did not love her.
Got you.
All of my kids know that I love them all equally. and they all know that they are loved. So, especially from their father. So, and you know, everybody needs their parents, not just mother, not just father. You need your parents.
Yeah.
So please, y'all, if you can make it work, even if you got a co-parent, do that, man, because it's hard out here. You don't know the trauma that you put on your children for not wanting to step up and be a man. So I remember we were sitting on the bed and she asked me that, and I said, okay. I said, okay.
Good times over.
What? Okay. So I remember, you know, us agreeing to that. And, you know, I have so much family that are pissed off at me for letting them kids go overseas. But it's not just my decision, it was our decision.
Right. Because one.
That was saying, I said, we're one. You know what I'm saying? I had to take my mother, because my mother offered to watch the kids. My brother offered to keep the kids. My aunts offered to watch the kids. My grandmother even reached out to say she would keep them, don't let them go. But that's something that me and her talked about.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm doing right by her, I'm happy. And not only that, at the time that I let them go, my grandfather had just died. Remember, I'm not working at this time. And yeah, I'm making it by. But my kids are used to a certain lifestyle. Why would I take them away from something that is better, has a better
option and fit for them?
You feel me? And not only that, that was the plan.
True.
If that was the plan, why make them go through something they don't have to go through or see me struggle when they already have somebody who's retired, house been paid for? The guest house is my house right now. So that to tell you about the house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So long story short, she came in. I met her in Fort Lauderdale. She got the twins, and they're down there succeeding. Not only that, they've been bumped up to another grade. They're in a private school. They got their own rooms. They play outside. They water the plants. They play on the trampoline. They play in the basketball court in the backyard. That should let you know about the house.
It's a backyard.
You feel me? So like, it's a whole guest house back there. You know, so.
But the way of living
they're different. Not only that, their values, their things that are going on in America are not the same in the Bahamas. So I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, no matter what we've been through, what we've fussed about, what we argued. I am so happy for you to have my back, and not only just have my back, have
No.
This is good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, have my children's back. So, you know, we're gonna circle back to that. But you know, before my wife died, you know, rest in peace. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy that she can see that I did right by her. I didn't blow her. I've still to this day have not claimed her insurance money because, well, life insurance policy money, because it's kind of a sore subject, because it's like she's really gone. So I still got $120,000 that I have not claimed, and I could have been living good, but that money was not for me. It was for the twins.
Yeah.
The twins get $50,000 apiece, and I got the 20, and I never have touched it. To this day, I still haven't touched it. So, you know, I hope that they have a head start of life and get.
Insurance gonna be nice.
You feel me? So when
my bad.
Yeah, they gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not one of them dads that say save your money and do this here. I'm one of them dads. Hey, look, nigga, I've been taking care of you all your fucking life. Please give your dad $10,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a new truck, something, son. So when you look at this in 20 years, I did it. You okay? I could have been blew your money. I haven't done it. You know what I'm saying? I could have been did it. You asked me to do it, son. You asked me to go get your money. I said no. So, circle back to before she passed away. I will tell you a little story about that, how she passed away. So, you know, for all those, man, get your napkins, get your tissues, put your kids in the other room, and hold your other partner tight. So, okay, I started like this here. So, when me and my wife, before she died, we were doing very good financially. So, and that was legal money. That was legal money. You got your light on you? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Legal money. So I had about $13,000 saved up, and she had $36,000. And Raven, if you was alive, I'd kick your ass. You feel me? Because she knew how many days I didn't want to go to work. If I always knew she had like a dub. Yeah. I always knew she had a dub. If I knew she had double that, ain't no way in the fuck I would have went to work. You know what I'm saying? Like man, let me stay home. I'm fucking tired of this room. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay home. I want to get some pussy. Yeah. Please let me see if Jody coming in my house. You know what I'm saying?
You have to be prepared for rainy days.
You feel me? Man, look. So she had, a lot of money saved up before she died. So I remember I had just got approved for a $400,000 pre-approval loan for a home from my bank. And that same day, I'm like, baby, I'm gonna get us a house. I came home to surprise her, and
You came home surprise her?
Yeah, I came home and surprised her, and I remember coming in the door, and she was laying on the bed, and she woke up. She was like, Maurell, baby, I ain't seen you in so long. She said, come here, give me a hug, and I gave her a hug, and I gave her a kiss. And one thing about it, I used to talk about her feet. Like, she always kept them done, but she had some ugly ass feet. But I always kissed them when I talked about it. I always kiss on the toe. And I remember she had some chicken it's pizza. And I warmed some of it up, and I went in the room, put it on the bed, because I knew she was about to come in the room with me. She was laying in the extra room with the twins, you know what I'm saying, the king size bed. And I remember laying down on the bed, and I heard her coming, but I heard her collapse. Like somebody hit the floor without any rejection or trying to catch herself. So I immediately jumped up, and I went to her aid, and she was not breathing. And I remember this is the last time I actually saved her life. And I did that over the course of our marriage 5 times. So this was the 5th time. I gave her CPR. I, got her heart beating, and she came back to. Saved her life again. And she was so scared. She was like, man, I just don't know. I don't know, Maurell, I'm tired of this. And I said, I know, baby, it's okay. It's going to be all right. I had already called the ambulance and my mom, so everybody was already en route. So when she came to, the ambulance came in and asked me the questions. I knew all of her information and all that stuff. So they ended up rushing her to the hospital because they knew that she was a heart transplant recipient. So she had to go to a certain doctor. She had to get care right then and there. So they rushed her there and let my mom watch the twins while I go to the hospital. And I'll never forget us going in there. Well, when I got in the hospital with her, she was fine. All night, her levels were fine. Everything was fine. They couldn't even understand what had happened. So she laid there, and she was, they could tell that she had passed out because, certain things happen to your body when you lose consciousness. So they addressed that, and we made sure everything was good, and I talked to her all night. I stayed up all night, and I had snuck home. So I had been up for running about 26 hours at this point. I was up for a whole day. And I remember, God give you signs when something is about to happen. I'll never forget, she fell asleep, and I was just watching her. And when she fell, sleep, in a deep sleep, she looked just like she looked on that floor. Like she was gone. So I remember looking at her like, she's not doing good. But her levels are fine. So we had the medicine that she had.
I'm looking. Yeah.
So the medicine that she took gave her diabetes, and actually made her hair fall out too. So she ended up cutting her hair, but she had an appointment for the diabetes that next morning, and we've been waiting on it. So we got a letter from her doctor in Atlanta at Piedmont. Shout out to y'all. That she was okay. He had looked over her chart to make sure that she was okay. So when we left the hospital, I want to say maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock that morning. It was probably earlier, but right around that time. She was fine. I never forget. I went and took her to breakfast, and we ate breakfast, and I left her in the car because I wanted to go shopping for my brother because he was about to get out of prison at the time. And he wanted some all white Air Force Ones. Out of all the shoes he got, we didn't put up for him. He wanted some all white Air Force Ones. Now,
simple.
there it is. I said, I got you. Went in
a fifth for everything.
There it is. I went in the store, got the shoes, came back out. She's fine. She talking to her mom, her brother, everybody. And I think that was her time to tell everybody bye. So when we got to the house, I pulled up and she said, baby, I just want to take a bath. I said, I got you. So I help her out the car and I said, I help her in the house and she's walking to the tub and I go back to get the rest of the stuff out the truck. And by the grace of God, I thought I heard her fall again. So I ran in the house, dropped everything right there and ran in the house like, baby, you okay? She said, Maurell, I was calling you, man. I said, baby, I'm here. What's wrong? I said, I love you. What's wrong? She said, man, I just don't feel good. Just like that.
After that,
Damn.
In the tub.
as soon as she said that,
Drop immediately. And there was never, so in that tub, I remember she wanted to get in the bathtub. So I immediately let all the water out of the tub. And I'm not no weak person. I'm a pretty big man. I could not get her out that tub.
Oh, dead weight.
yeah,
I couldn't get her out that tub. And I had her up, but I couldn't get her out that tub. And by the grace of God, I remember I had dropped everything, so the door was still unlocked. So I called the ambulance, and I shout out to first responders, the fire truck that responded to us. Everybody was there within the first 3 minutes. I won't even say 3. By the time that I was calling them, by the time I hung up the phone, they were walking in the door. And they helped me get her out the tub. And I remember looking we got her out the tub, we got her to the floor with a blanket. We got the blanket, laid her down on the blanket with the towel. We used the draw sheet to get her out the tub. And they pumped the chest. So anything about EKG, they will not pump you unless they have something to pump. So when we laid her on the floor, they immediately started giving her compression to the heart, and they pulled out this machine because you're supposed to do it so many times a minute, and you're going to get tired. I don't care how much shape you're in. I don't care what you do. You're going to get tired because you got to keep doing it. So they pulled this machine out to pump her heart, and I heard it like faint, and I remember looking at it on the floor. I called her mom on one phone, on her phone, and I called my mom on the other phone. And I told them at the same time, Mama, Raven's dead. She's not gonna make it out of this one. She's dead. And my mama crying, she said, don't stress, baby, don't cry. I'm on the way. What's going on? She said, be quiet, I need to hear. And Raven's mom is panicking. And she told me she was going to the beach. I remember her son called her, she was on the beach just walking. And I pray to God that God heals her heart, because you can lose a spouse, you can lose your parent. You're supposed to, lose your parent, you're supposed to bury your parent, but it's nothing like losing a child. So my heart break for her. But I heard her pain in silence. That's how I know she was hurting. And it still brings me the tears to my eyes about it now, but I knew when I seen her that time, she was gone. So I remember going in there to ask about her, and my mom's here at this time, and all the cops are here, and the fire truck, the ambulance is here, and they're still trying to get her. Because it's beeping.
It's really faint though, yeah.
You feel me? But they trying to get it right. But then I think about it like now, let me finish the story. I'm sorry if I say that. And maybe leave out of the room. They said, no, you can't be in here, because I was ecstatic, erratic. She's okay, is she okay? Saying what's going on, and I knew she was gone. So they tried to transfer her to the hospital, in the car to try to see if they can get her more help. But they had that machine on her constantly, trying to pump her heart until they put her on the gurney. When they put her on the gurney, they got her in the truck, then they put it back on her. They had her hands tied up, because when you lose consciousness or anything like that, you'll wake up fighting. You'll wake up fighting. So they had her hands tied, and I remember going in the hospital. Me and my mom drove, and I just had hope, like, God, please take me. This girl don't deserve this, man. She don't deserve this. God, all the things I've done in my life, take me. Please don't do this to her. And I remember coming in the hospital. You know, my mom's a registered nurse. She's actually a director of nursing at her job now. So she knew before she told me, because they had already had the codes going. Yeah, they had the codes going that they had already said that she was dead. So when they told me to go to that fucking room, bro, it's real. When you get to that counseling room, man, I'll never forget it, man. I was like, God, please, I'll do it. I'll do anything you ask me to do. I swear to God, I'll do it. Please, just give her another chance. Doctor came in. He told me she was dead. And not only that, you know, the most hurtful part about it is that I could not touch her. Because the GBI was trying to investigate to see why she died. And they concluded it within like 2 hours. But, you know, there was no foul play. But the GBI would not let me touch her body. And I let everybody go in there first. All the people that came up there, her friends, her brother, his girlfriend, they all came up there, you know what I'm saying, to see her one more time. But we couldn't touch her, you know, but she was gone. And I remember going back there and I wanted to go by myself, but my mom and auntie wouldn't let me. And I remember when I seen her body, man, I've never passed out, I've never been knocked out, none of that. But I felt faint. Like I couldn't breathe, like my head was spinning. And I just remember I couldn't believe it, but I knew. So, you know, rest in peace to my wife, rest in peace to Raven Johnson, man. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. You know, thank you for the years that you gave me, putting up with all my shit. Thank you. You know, I really appreciate you. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. She was the main reason I got my CDL. And she didn't even like me being over the road. She wanted me to work hard. She liked my checks at Plant Vogel because I was working there almost every day, so I was tired. And I would leave money in my pocket. She called it tips when she washed my clothes. So I'm leaving hundreds of dollars. She used to love that. What? And she wouldn't give it back either. No, she wrong. And not only that, baby, you know, through all the things that you've been through, all the battles you fought, because, you know, this was an ongoing thing, you know, from her heart being weak to having a defibrillator for 2 years, then getting a heart transplant, living for 18 months. You put up such a good fight and you always had a smile on your face. And you were an excellent mother. I couldn't ask for no other person to be the mother of my child. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'll leave that at that. Fast forward. So my wife has passed away now. My job was so supportive because at the time I was working for US Express at the PetSmart account. They were so supportive, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't rush me to come back to work, but I knew I had to get out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to do something. So I started going back to work, working over the road, and I had my mom watching the twins at this time, and my brother just got out of prison, and this is, you know what I'm saying? So my mom, she was so ecstatic to see that not just me, her grandkids, but she had all of her grandkids, all of her children in the house, and for the first time in almost, I think it was 8 years. And my brother did 6 to the door. He did 6. He had 20 due 8, and he got out early. 22 days after my wife died. 22 days after she died. So, you know, and she was so ecstatic because she wanted to see him. She used to love my brother because she said he always give me apple juice or orange juice whenever I ask for it. Yeah, you go to the store for early in the morning. Yeah. Hey, sis, what you want? What you want? What you want? But it's before he got locked up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and she knew what he had done for me. And you know what I'm saying? Changed my life. Yeah, like I said, fast forward that. I'm back at work. And, you know, things are going upward. But, you know, before I left that job, I knew it was time to leave that job because I couldn't sustain working over the road watching, being a full-time parent, having my kids watched by somebody else. My mom's working, so I couldn't maintain all that.
Yeah.
With all the things I had going on. I couldn't sustain it. But I tried to push forward, just like because the money was so good and I needed it. So I remember fast forward. I give you one better. Let's bring in baby moms. So
I ain't got any one of those. I don't know.
see, look, all your men out there, please have a child by your wife. You do not want to have children out of wedlock. So before I got married, I had a child. It was my firstborn child, Isabella. Shout out to my baby, and she wanted to see this. She asked me about it today. She said, "Can I send you the video?" I said, "I got you." So I would definitely say so. Shout out to my oldest baby.
No, it's good.
Oh no, she gonna see the truth. She gonna see the truth.
Oh, it's good.
That's my truth.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's good.
All right.
Say no more.
All right.
So
We can hear. It's good.
Oh man, me and never had power. Ah, yo.
We done had those.
Little biscuit head, little boy.
little Lord.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I finally my daughter's mother hits me up. I want to say April. No, May. It was May. I have not talked to this woman in at least a year. From the last time I haven't talked to her. I only talked to my daughter because she's that immature. So cool. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people try to hurt people. Nothing.
Unfortunately.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing like a woman scorn. So. Hey.
Hell, no fruit with him.
What? Lord have mercy. So she hits me up in May from my daughter's phone. So I'm answering the phone like,
Mind you.
you feel me? Hey baby, how you doing? I'm thinking it's my daughter. I say, hey chicken nugget, how you doing? I call her chicken nugget. So hey chicken nugget, how you doing? She said, it's not her, it's me. I just wanted to see if you were coming down to Bella's recital in June. It's June 8th. Now, while she was sucking that dick, I never got invited to shit. I never got invited to shit. Let's keep it real.
Oh, she was sucking that dick.
What? I never got invited to shit.
No matter what.
You feel me? Like let's keep it 1,000.
Emphasis on it.
You feel me? Like I never got invited to shit. Never heard from her. None of that shit. Never got pictures. Whenever I go down there, the fucking daddy-daughter dances, I never see my baby. It's all kind of shit going on, man.
I still wasn't ready, nigga. Like,
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. So I hope you see it.
Did not see the goblin line coming.
I did.
That is crazy.
You heard me?
That's wild.
You was sucking that dick. You know what I'm saying?
I never.
The emphasis on it. Right?
I was like, wait a minute. That came from a real place. Wait a minute. I like the bipolarism. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it
I
real.
got some personality too. No.
I'm
I dig it.
Hey, look, she touched every nerve, bro. Like every one of them.
Man, she was tapped dancing. You know what I'm saying? Folk what called river dance music.
You feel me? So as again, when she was sucking that dick, she didn't fucking call me to invite me to nothing. All right, that's the truth. You feel me?
I dig it.
Damn, I understand. Hey, it's all good because I've never been a hater.
Trey suck that dick sometime around me. You know what I'm saying?
All bullshit aside, I ain't never been a hater. I always been a player. I never tripped about the shit that she was doing. You got your own life, baby. I got my own. I'm married. You got to do your thing.
Just as big as a headache that I do. You heard?
Yeah.
No.
So she hits me up and tries to get me to come down on June 8th for
Recital.
Yeah, for the recital. And I remember talking to my best friend Zayd. Shout out my boy Zayd. He has a podcast too. So man, y'all make sure I do some promotion.
You got about 5 minutes. You can do the shout out for it.
Facts. Say no more. Zayd, my friend Chris, and my mom, they all told me. I told all of them I wasn't going to go because I had been down there so many times with negative results. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm spending $900 on the room for 3 days. Gas to get down there on my truck. So that's $134 to fill up just to go 330 miles. Every time I fill up my truck, it's only 330 miles. $134. Let's do the math. Cut it out. It's like $2.15
To be disappointed.
to not even see my daughter.
Correct.
For like 5 minutes, and then she run her mom.
It's a lot of money to be disappointed.
You feel me? So buying these fucking suits, you think these jackets is cheap? It's $4.50 a fucking pop. I bought 3 at a time. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I look good for. So
those trash.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I end up
Do it twice.
going to. I end up telling my mom and all them, I'm not going. My mom's response is always a mother's response. Maurell, you gotta do it for your baby. She's gonna remember this. She's gonna remember this. She's gonna remember this. She's gonna remember this.
Yep.
My friend told me the same thing. Like, bro, it's for your daughter, bro. You don't have to interact with her. So I decided to go.
You ain't, from understanding, you ain't got to.
There you go. So I drive down there and I'm skipping over some shit, man, because I actually just got a brand new car. Off the strength.
So we don't got 3 minutes, but go ahead.
Yeah. So long story short, I drive down there, check in the hotel and shit. You know what I'm saying? I go to the recital. All of a sudden, my baby mama's hitting me up on her phone. Remember, she called me from my daughter's phone. But all of a sudden now she can reach me through her phone. All right.
The irony.
Man, it's the something.
No, Miami, I'm talking
Yeah, no, it's the something. So long story short, she's hit me up and asked me, do I want to come sit next to her because she has a seat in the front. And I was like, do you want me to come sit next to you? She wouldn't answer the question.
You ain't got to, but
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna come? And so we end up playing that game for like 2 to 5 minutes. And her mom ended up walking in and the mom came to sit by her. She was like, well, my mom got the seat.
okay.
You know, later on I find out the seat was for her boyfriend, but her and his bitch ass done broke up. Now she want to play house with me. So okay, cool.
That his bitch ass.
Man, her and him. No, that was it. Her and him. Both y'all some bitch ass people. You feel me? Like, I want y'all to both know that shit.
So that dick.
You know what I mean?
Ray went in on that note. Where'd you find this?
So you feel me? So
Some shout outs.
Zaymat Podcast, man. Make sure you shout out to the whole Augusta, Georgia, man. You know, it's good to being a real is its own reward. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my city, shout out to my home city. I'm up here with this shit, but I'm bringing real to the field. So I'm sorry to y'all Atlantic ATLians.
I'm from Griffin.
There it is.
It is what it is.
Say no more. Back to the storyline.
Not really, you know what I'm saying? We gotta cut it off. You know what I'm
Oh shit. Oh yeah, no.
It's how to go. You feel me?
Say the boat.
Tell people they find you at.
All right, man. Y'all find me for part 2 on Zaymat Podcast, man. Follow me on Johnson Maurell on Instagram. Follow me at Maurell Johnson on my main page, man. It'll be part 2 for this here. Y'all comment and let me know what y'all want to hear.
You
Say no more.
Man, you know you make them back, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. We gonna damn sure do it. Yeah, I promise you, this gonna do numbers, and we gonna do it again.
Hit the shout out.
And do it again. So part 2 will be
Shout out
next.
some brother photography coming up. Getting the flood.
Hey man, any important word?
Be with God in all things.
I dig. Hey man, you can find me at, what up, DSA? You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Sean Show. God damn it. What up, Mo? That's just my baby daddy. And yo man, you can find me, where you find you at?
Find me at Stretch the Truth on Twitter and Instagram. Give them that flood, my boy.
Hey man, TK Duck is one word. X, Twitter, IG, all that other shit you did. You can hear me now, quit me now up at Coast and Ashtray, one word. Coast_trades on Twitter. And you can email us at coastandtrades@gmail.com. Say. Hey, I think we still on Spotify, so we try to drop the audio to this shit. But the video should be out, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully within a week. Goddamn, any part of the world, nigga?
No sir.
Goddamn, man. Hey, man. It was a pleasure.
Hey
G.
man, nothing but love. Bro.
Hey, man, make sure you come back. Make sure you come back.
Oh, I'm definitely coming back. Trust me, I got so much to say. We got so much to talk about.
And as always, love yourself, celebrate yourself, stay tough, baby. Be cool out there.